I don't think we should lose sight of the fact that this is a company that has a market cap still bigger than GM, Ford, and Toyota all put together.
Look, it's one of the most transformational, if not the most transformational companies the last 20, 30 years. But look, they're held to a higher standard from a multiple perspective. They get treated, and I believe they should, as a disruptive technology, not an auto player. And that's why what you've seen here, I think 70% of it is actually non-fundamental. It's Musk, Twitter driven. And that's why any sort of course correction in 2023 is what investors are really craving for.
Yeah, you know, the Peter Drucker quote I thought was good. The heroes of the boom are the villains of the bust. I've always thought of it, though, in opposite terms, in that you want to pick the worst performers to look at, you know, some real upside for the future. Do you see it that way with Tesla?
Look, the hearts and lungs of Tesla is Musk. Musk is Tesla. Tesla, you know, is Elon Musk. And I think right now, you know, clearly they're going to have some softening like you're seeing across the board in EVs going 2023. But ultimately, he gets a CEO in of Twitter. He actually stops selling stock and actually does it, and it's not boy that cried wolf. And they set what I view as sort of cautious expectations. This is a stock that could rip higher. And I think that's ultimately it, is that Musk has gone from a superhero on Wall Street to a villain. And this is really a moment of truth for him to sort of navigate through the storm.
But he's been a villain before. Abigail was pointing out to me the other day that, or reminding me the other day that, remember, there was a time when he, I guess, pretended he was going to take over Tesla for $428. The SEC, he got in deep trouble with them, and he kept egging them on. Nonetheless, he came back, and people seem to forgive him for that. Is this time worse? I mean, has he really gone off the rails here?
Look, I think for someone that's viewed as a modern-day Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, it's more of a Howard Hughes type moment, right? And I think the question now is, you know, does he start to focus back more on Tesla away from Twitter? Because that's really been it. It's a brand issue. It's been a black eye for Musk, a black eye for Tesla. But it goes back to investors. They want, this is a name they want to own as a transformational company. They just can't keep having Musk, because every time he tweets something, the controversy, it's created ultimately a black cloud for Tesla. And that's why I think this is different, because ultimately when you're at the perch, when you're at $1 trillion market cap, it's a lot different than being at 50 billion.